What is going on? So I'm back again with the Buffs Brains. Well, Buffs Brain, not Buffs Brains. It'd be cool if I had multiple brains. Um, I'd like to give an unofficial shout out, or a shout out to an unofficial sponsor, Empire Vinyl. So that's one of my great friends, Calvin. He does great work. He's in the Long Island area, and he does he does any type of exterior cosmetic detailing on cars type of spiel. I don't know anything about that shit, but I just thought I'd give a shout out to one of my homies. So you can catch him on, and that's Empire Vinyl Company on Instagram. He's got a bunch of great shit. His car and his truck look fucking dope. I think he just got a new one. I gotta check out what that was. And I'd also like to give a shout out to How We Doing. That's a clothing company that my boys make. I don't think they really. I think they have an Instagram, but they don't really post too much. But new merch on the way. And Driven clothing company. Also, my friend Gat and Calvin, both co-founders. So catch them all on Instagram. Had to give them a quick shout out. So diving into today, it's the final day before my semester starts, and so let's see, where do I even start? All right, so last night, you know what? No, I'm gonna leave that for the last part. Oh yeah, fuck, the new One Punch Man manga came out last night. Fucking fuego. And then I'm also going to talk about the new Dragon Ball Super mangas, and also the way that Dragon Ball Super ended. I gotta have Chuck on. Me and Chuck have been talking for a while. Chuck Powers on Instagram. Me and Chuck have been talking for a while, trying to fucking just to hang out, man. Shit, but our schedules are just fucking suck. But so today I started off with my meal prep. Like I said, so I changed it up. I was like, I just fucking scrapped that shit, and I spent a lot of last night just looking up different college meal plans, trying to keep the budget under $70, around $70, but under 80. So I just got some chicken breast, already made meatballs. So the chicken breast was about $10 for like 3 fucking fat breasts. I got some meatballs already pre-made. They were $2 each. And they came in like 12, like a dozen. And then I got the ground beef / turkey. I got turkey. That was like $2, that was like $3, $4 actually. And I got a couple of cans of black beans. I got the already frozen bags of broccoli. I think I got 5 of those. And I got 1 bag of Brussels sprouts. I forgot to fucking get potatoes, and we don't have fucking rice here. I thought we had rice, so I still gotta finish that shit off. And then I bought fish, which was a mistake. I should have not bought the fish, because that shit was fucking expensive. That was like $10 for salmon. And whatever, it better fucking taste good though. And then I grabbed some avocados, and I grabbed 2 dozen eggs, 2.5 dozen eggs. And then I also grabbed some granola bars, just for quick carbs. And I grabbed some like instant coffee. I just had some before, and I just poured it into a fucking water bottle, shook it up, and then threw it in the freezer. Next time I'm just gonna throw it in the fridge though. And it was actually fucking good. I was like, damn, it was $1 for like 4 or 5 packages or some shit like that. It was like $1.19, and I was like, holy shit. It was better than fucking Dunkin' Donuts, and that shit's like $4 each. Shit. So I was like, fuck that, I'm just doing this from now on. So I'm wired the fuck up off of that. I just had some before, I just came back from the gym. So yeah, I ended up doing my strength training. It was my first day back in the gym, so I really wasn't trying to, I did 1 rep maxes today. So I did my squat and my bench press. I didn't get a bench. So I ended up just doing dumbbells, which I think we're just gonna stick to anyway. I'm not really trying to do any type of powerlifting. It's really more for athleticism. So I think the 3D movement of the dumbbells is really more efficient when it comes down to what I'm really looking for. Um, and then I just did my fucking just back squats, which feel, I mean, from like 2 months ago to now, just stretching and just being able to activate my glutes, I feel so much stronger under the bar and so much like fucking just way better. Just fucking. I don't know what it was, but I've always had a fucking horrible squat. I don't know if it was like the way that I was squatting or if it was the fact that I just didn't know how to activate my glutes. So I bought like those bands that go around your knees so I could fucking activate them better. And my squats have just been going up. I did 225 today was my 1 rep max, which yeah, it's about what I kind of expect. I've been out of the gym for a while. I've been very inconsistent. I've been more inconsistent for maybe like 6 months. So ever since I got a job at LA. So that's kind of ironic, right? When I get a free gym membership, that's when I stop going. So yeah, so I ended up getting 225 for that, and then I did 80s with the bench, 80-pound dumbbells for bench. I got like 2 out of that, but it wasn't worth going to like another thing, trying it again. I was like, alright, that's enough. It's too hard to get that shit up or whatever. So I got to take 70%. So 70% of that, and then that's going to be my 5. So it's like 155 for squat, 5x5s, and then I don't know what 70% of 80 is. Hold on. So 0.7 times 0. So I'm gonna use the 55s when I do bench. And then I still gotta do my deadlift and shoulder press too. Yeah, I did some pull-ups too today. Pull-ups actually felt good. I didn't do pull-ups. I actually did chin-ups. I'm gonna do chin-ups because that's what I started off doing, and I just feel like it gives a better basis for my my grip. I think my grip is just feels fucking feels a little bit better, more control. I feel like the squeeze better in my back. I feel the stretch a little bit better. Yeah. So that's really where I'm at right now. So I still got to get some carbs for my meal preps. I start tomorrow is I think the first day of crew. I gotta double check that. Practice at 6 a.m. Fucking hyped. And then I don't have class tomorrow, so then I start working with men's baseball at 11:30. And so right now I'm just gonna make a couple of rehab plans, and then just show up and give them to my preceptor, see what she thinks about them, what on and so forth, so on and so forth. I'm still waiting on my fanny pack, so that comes Wednesday. So I'm a little anxious for showing up without one, but hopefully she understands. I think she will. She doesn't seem like a ill-minded person. So beyond that, yeah, so that's pretty much all I fucking did today. I still gotta read, I still gotta work with FL Studios. I'm thinking about getting rid of that and doing something else, like working on comedy and just doing the FL Studio things whenever I feel like it, or like before class or just a couple days a week. I don't know. Cause I knew this was gonna be a lot. I knew it was gonna be a lot for me, but you know, I just gotta fucking push it too. Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I don't really know what else to. The cooking was pretty easy. You know, just throw some fucking seasoning on it. So I took a pan, like just like a flat pan, kind of like a grill thing, and just threw the chicken breast on, seared each side, and then I ended up putting it in the oven for 30 minutes. I haven't tasted them yet, but I'm hoping they taste fucking good. And then the meatballs already came seasoned and shit, so I just threw them in there. I don't even remember how long I left them in there for, but it was like 30-40 minutes. For some reason they weren't cooking. And then the ground beef turkey I just threw in a pan, threw some seasoning on it. like the garlic, roasted garlic and herb. Just threw that in there, just fucking cooked that up. The black beans, same thing, just kind of threw it in a pan, heated it up. The broccoli I already unfroze and then put it out. So I didn't have to do that like on another time or like before in the beginning of my day. I gotta meal prep. I gotta like portion my shit out right now, cause I have glass containers, so they don't go as bad. So I can bring them around too and shit. I had a guy who, when I was doing my hours at Adelphi, he did that and it looked like super easy. I was like, damn, that looks awesome. And he was like, yeah, yo, like this is the move. So now I'm on the wave. So I still gotta get the fucking potatoes. Oh, I made all the fucking eggs. Made all my omelets. I was gonna add broccoli to all of them, but I didn't notice how much fucking broccoli I could put into each thing. I should have bought like another 5 bags, to be honest. And then the avocados I'm just gonna throw on top whenever I'm eating it or some shit like that. I don't know. My sister loves avocados, so I was asking her about it. She's like, yeah, just throw it on. Cause I don't they go bad so fucking quickly. So shit. Yeah. So that's where I'm sitting right now. Yeah, so the daily podcast, strength training. Got most of my PRs. I'm probably do deadlift tomorrow or the next day, depending on how I feel. Alright, so then we're gonna just move on to fucking One Punch Man. So, for those of you who don't read the manga, fuck you, and don't listen to this shit. But even if you wanna just listen in, there's not really a lot of spoilers right now. But for those of you who know, we're in the Monsters arc, and the last chapter is pretty dope. That fat dude who just eats everything just went up against another fucking lizard looking thing that eats everything. So I want to see what that looks like. It was only a 14-page chapter. Usually they're anywhere from like 50 to like 100 plus. But now we have this bitch who's got like the whip and whatever and looks just like a sex slave. And so she's going up against Atomic Slash's disciples. And you know, she like brainwashes people. When she hits them, they become her slaves. So they're trying not to kill them. But then Sweet Mask shows up, and he's, for those of you who don't remember, he's the #1 A-class hero. So he's about to fucking put in some work, and he's very. I'm really curious as to what's gonna happen, because he's not actually Sweet Mask. Am I thinking that right? Right? Sweet Mask. He's the #1 A. Yeah. I'm right. So yeah, I'm curious as to what's gonna happen with that, cause he's very he's like fuck, I don't even know how to describe him, but Chris would know right now, Christopher. But he's a hero, but he's a real dick about it. So he comes and he's about to face off, and I really want to see what he's doing, because just to look the last panel on the last page before the 14th page comes up and the chapter ends, you just see half his face and the other half is just blacked out. His hair is looking down. It's looking very ominous, and you know, I think he's up to some trickery of some sort. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. So we're excited to see what's going down with that. And then with the new fucking Dragon Ball Super, so they introduced the new antagonist. So they skipped over the whole Broly thing in the manga, which I'm kind of happy they did, because I didn't want to fucking look at that shit again. But going back, so I started off at like chapter 41, where it was Jiren versus Goku. It was fucking fire. And then I went to chapter, so that's pretty much just them going off, and then Goku comes out of Ultra Instinct, and then they think that, same thing, 17 almost pretends to blow himself up, and then so they're just working, trying to get at him, they shoot everything that they can at him, and then Goku and Vegeta shoot everything they can at him. Right now, Frieza's just off to the side, doing God knows what. And then Vegeta gets blown off, and Goku's like, oh shit. And then he has to start going up against Jiren. And you find out about Jiren's backstory, about how he was the strongest, how he wasn't always the strongest, but he's always been like very fucking strong. And it was his predecessor, the guy before him, that really that's the reason why he wants the wishes to bring him back to life. Something you never heard in the anime. So he wants to bring him back to life so he can get his approval. Because the thing that he didn't like about Jiren was that Jiren doesn't work well with others. He doesn't play well with others. So he wants to bring him back to life to finally get his not only his approval, but he also feels like his death is on his hands. I kind of want to know more about that. Apparently it was killed by demons, and you can't bring back someone to life if they were killed by a demon, and this was like the only way. So he's trying to win this, and then Jiren blows Vegeta off, and then Goku holds on to Jiren, and Frieza comes up with the fucking death ball and shoots it at him, and then Jiren pushes that shit up, and he's like, fuck you, that's some pussy shit. And then they're just like, oh shit, and then you got Golden Frieza fucking flying in double fist right into Jiren, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, and he's pushing off Goku and Jiren, and you're like, whoa, like what the fuck, like there's no one's gonna be on this shit anymore. And then all of a sudden fucking 17 comes out from underneath a rock, and Jiren's like, oh fuck. So Jiren gets fucking tight, and then they end up losing. And then from there on, it's pretty much the same shit. Everyone vanishes, and the first thing that 17 says, he wants them all the universes to come back, and they all go home. Frieza gets brought back to life, and then they very briefly go over the Broly thing. They have a really nice fucking art of Goku, Broly, and Vegeta in the chapter 42. And then they're training a little bit, and then all of a sudden Hercule asks for Goku and Vegeta to come, because this guy, I don't know, I forgot what his name is, but he's trying to steal Boo. He's part of the Galactic Patrol, and then he knocks them out. He knocks out Goku and Vegeta. And there's something about him. He's not strong, but he's shifty. He's a shifty motherfucker. What's this dude's name? Let's see. Yeah, whatever. So they show the backstory of how of this new guy who just broke out of the Galactic Patrol prison. And he's got like some special type of magic, and the dude who Boo fused with, the Lord of Lords, he was a guy that was able to take away his magic. And what this guy does, I think his name's Mona or something like that. Oh god, if I just said Mona and that's the Hawaiian chick, I'm gonna be so tight. But yeah, so this dude he's shifty as well. He's got like all this magic going on and whatever. So he's able to, he's kind of like Cell. He eats planets and takes in life and becomes stronger off of that. And he's still pretty strong. Like no one was able to beat him off of, his name's Moro. Close enough. His name's Moro, and he was sentenced to death, but according to this dude, the Galactic Patrol guy, he was sentenced to death. Unfortunately, nobody could actually kill him, so instead he was given life imprisonment. So yeah, he's a pretty capable fighter. And then Boo ended up taking in the Lord of Lords, like everyone knows, and that's how he became Fat Boo. Spoiler alert. Don't listen to his Brad. A little late to say that. He's still trying to figure out. They just got to Super Boo, and Gotenks just went to Super Saiyan 3, so he hasn't learned everything yet. So yeah, they pretty much, what I find fucking crazy is Goku uses the instant or tries to find this guy and does the whole instant transmission things, puts 2 fingers up to his head and tries to sense for his energy. And what I find fucking crazy is that this dude Moro is able to sense Goku sensing him, and it's just, he's got this ominous just fucking feel to him. So before that, they go and they get a little peek of this Galactic Patrol. Fuck, what's his name? I gotta stop saying this dude. Mirrors. So Mirrors, and they start figuring out. I don't know. He seems a little sketchy, to be honest. I think there's something up his sleeve. I don't really like him. I don't know. He seems too nice. I have a feeling that he's gonna end up switching sides or something like that, or he's gonna take a certain path that's not gonna be what Goku and Vegeta approve or something like that. Oh yeah, so Vegeta ends up seeing that his dude Mirrors is like he's sly. He's very sly. He's able to get into he's able to just do some things, like just move, and Vegeta's not able to see it all. He's just sitting there just trying to look at it all. And it's very it's pretty sus. He's got, I don't know what it is. He's keeping it a secret though. He's keeping it a secret. And then what happens is Goku's like, oh, let me search for this guy. Like, I'm gonna fucking find this dude. So Goku puts 2 hands up to his forehead, and it's got like the ... And then you can just see, it's like him looking through the universe, and it's like him going, and then you see Moro in the background. And then all of a sudden you just see him grin, and he's like, oh shit. And it's a really, really nice frame of, you see Moro like in real time, and then you see fucking Goku's face like just fucking etched out too. It's, oh god, it's really fucking good. That's in chapter 43. And then chapter 44, they come in, and then they're like, shit, we gotta go fucking find this dude, because he's trying to go get the Dragon Balls. So they go, this dude comes, and then Vegeta goes and tries to fight Moro. And he starts getting fucked up once he gets in Super Saiyan. And because he just sticks out his hand, and Vegeta stops, and he starts throwing him around, hitting him on the ground, pushing him around. And then he goes Super Saiyan God. And there's something that Vegeta, he notices something about it. This is what I always hate. They always put Vegeta in first, so Goku can come in after Vegeta gets his ass beat, after watching everything. And he's like, oh, word, like, you're able to sense this shit or something? Because when he tries to do it again, Vegeta gets out of the way of his magic control grip, whatever it is. And then Vegeta starts putting a good fucking pounding in. And then he tries to do, like, what's that guy's name? Guldo, right? From Dragon Ball Z? Guldo, yeah. So he tries to do the Guldo thing when he takes the tree and he makes it into like a fucking a spear or something and tries shooting it at him. And Vegeta's like, come on, what are you, fucking idiot? Like, I don't know, I'm not even no bitch. So they start, so right before shit starts getting intense, Mirrors is like, even so, it's very unlikely that they'll win. And then Moro takes off his cloak, and he's like, you want to see my magic? As you wish then. And then the next chapter is going to come out in February 20th. So I'm fucking hyped. This shit's about to be dope. I can't wait for that shit to come out. I can't wait for the One Punch Man manga to come out. Holy shit, speaking of fucking mangas, bruh, oh my god, I gotta talk to Chuck, bro, I don't even think Chuck reads the fucking manga. Chuck, bro, if you're listening to this shit, read the fucking My Hero manga, because you gotta look it up as Boku no Hero, though. Boku no Because if you don't already read the manga, you have to. Because it's if you don't read, alright, so my number one recommendations: read the One Punch Man manga. Beyond that, read the My Hero manga, and then also read the Super. I mean, Super is nice. I like watching Super, like the anime. So you don't really. That's the only thing that I don't really stress. But I'm always just like, bruh, like you gotta fucking watch this. You gotta read this shit. Whatever this really is considered. But so spoiler alert, people haven't read the My Hero manga. So all of a sudden they're in class. It's class A versus class 1A versus class 1B. And shit is getting fucking real. So all of a sudden, from Deku's body, it looks like that black dude's that black dude who's able to teleport shit. It looks like he's trying to take Deku, Midoriya. It looks like he's trying to take Izuku. So all of a sudden you're just like, holy shit, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, he gets brainwashed by what the fuck is this guy's name? By Shinso. So he brainwashes Midoriya, so he calms down and the shit comes back to him, and then all of a sudden he kind of blacks out, and then you just see he goes some dude just like, again, like, you little, he goes, dude, you got it all wrong, I told you, didn't I? You are not alone. And you're like, whoa, it's just like this military dude. He fucking comes out of nowhere. And you're like, holy shit. And he's like, that power is no longer something that you can use with idle thoughts. Got it? So he's trying to tell that he's got to try harder, dude. Shit's fucking jokes. But so the guy who he meets is one of his successors for All for One. So what you end up finding is that what he was using is the power of this guy's quirk. Crazy, right? So so inside of him he's got a small core, and that core has seriously started to swell. And within that, all of a sudden, because he was trying to capture him, the thing is like it's 4v4, but right now it's 5v4. You gotta capture dudes and go and whatever, and you gotta fucking throw them in the thing, throw them in the jail cell. And so this guy's black whip comes out, and that's like the best thing for him to use at the time. So you get to meet one of the successors for All for, I don't want to spoil it all, but you get to meet one of the successors for All for One, and he's talking about how he has 6 more quirks to unlock. Crazy, right? This guy goes from 0 to 7 quirks. It's like, what the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me. So they continue the battle, and they're working. Vieta gets to touch some boobies, which is fire. Touching boobs always good stress relief in the middle of a battle. And then what ends up coming to it is that Deku ends up using this black whip quirk, and that's how it ends off. So, you're thinking like, personally I was thinking, I don't really understand how All Might beat this guy, One for All. I was like, bro, like, it really doesn't seem he's got all these fucking quirks, but the fact that Deku now has all these quirks, bruh. And who knows what they're gonna be? They could be anything. So I'm really fucking excited about that shit. I would love to know. I want to know who the All for One successors are. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, because it's. Oh no. Yeah, no, it's not one. It's One for All. Yeah. Yeah, I want to know who. Let's look this up real quick. So, the users, we have One for All's brother, and then we have 5 unknown users, and then we have Nana Shimura, which is All Might's successor. So it's Izuku, All Might, and then it's Nana, and then we just met this other dude, and then it's 4 other guys on top of that, and then we have One for All, One for All's brother. So let's see, do we have any information on Nana? Well, we know she's a very kind person, but her quirk is, yeah, it's still unknown. We still don't know what her quirk is. Fuck, man. Nana's quirk grants her the... Oh, wait, maybe... Oh, no, yeah. So she has the One for All, but we don't know if she has any other. But yeah, so that story online just expanded fucking immensely. And I'm also looking forward to seeing this fucking new One Punch Man. I really want to know how much they've done. I mean, it's been since like 2016, so it's 2019. It's been 3 years later, and they have so much to fucking unfold on. I mean, I think they left off on what, like, fucking maybe like chapter... No, it's before this. They probably left off at like chapter 40-ish. Yeah. So 47 is the power of Boros. So then 49 is kind of the wrapping up, like the last episode when Genos gets the advice from what's his name? From the Metal Knight to stay away from whatever his name fucking alright. There's so many fucking dudes, it's like shit. And then yeah, so right here is when Sweet Mask comes and he's like and he fucking kills everyone and you're like shit. He's got longer hair here though. So then episode 50, oh my god, I fucking love Tatsukiyami or Tsutsukiyami. She's dope. I want to get a tattoo of her. So yeah, they leave off at 51. 51 is where they leave off at. So they have 100 chapters to go through right now. I think that they'll get up to... Well, they have the monster transformation with that dude from the martial arts tournament. Oh my god, she's such a fucking beautiful character. And then, let's see, not much is going on here. Yeah, bored as usual. Of course, that's a fucking chapter I click on. What it means to be cheap. I think they'll get up to like chapter 125. I don't know. All Out. Oh no, they'll... Oh god, it's so fucking complex. I don't know, man. Monster Nature, Hot Pot. God, it's been so long since I fucking binged all this shit. But yeah, you know, I gotta fucking wrap this up soon, cause I gotta go to bed. I still gotta make these fucking these rehab plans and shit, and go over some rehab protocols and whatnot, and whole 9 yards. So yeah, I think they'll get up to like 130, 125-ish or something like that. Fuck, I don't know. There's so much to fucking go through though. The whole story of Garu and all the fights that he does and shit. And then the martial arts tournament that Saitama takes part in. Just fucking awesome. Just fucking awesome. Let's see, is there anything else I really want to go over? Something at FL Studio? I think I worked with the hats for like 20 minutes. With the hi-hats. Let's see. Well, I got you guys on. I might as well check out some shit. So I did my meal prep. Had to work on that though. So my strength, squat as of 1/27. My 1 rep max is 225. Probably could have gotten a little bit higher, but it's not worth it. not worth the struggle or the chance of injury first day back. And then dumbbell bench was 80s, and I still gotta do my my deadlift. But yeah, so did my strength training. Did some strength training today. Really just 1 rep maxes. Podcast done. Fuck yeah. Oh, while I'm at it, I might as well go over the All-Star game last night, cause I did end up watching it. I ended up streaming that shit. Yes, I ended up streaming that shit. Fire. Fucking great. I love the new format. I think they should do something like that with football. They should make football like into flag football, and it should just be 7-on-7s. And so how many people do you have? So yeah, but I'm saying, like, oh my god, I don't know, it's just not fucking. Who really watches it? Come on, who really gives a fuck? Who's really watching the NFL Pro Bowl game? The hockey did such a great job, and then the All-Star game for baseball is fucking stupid. That determines who gets fucking home field advantage. But then again, I mean, for them, it's not as much as a break on their body or stress on their body to go all in. Because I guess you got pitchers pitching, what, like 2-3 innings or something like that, and whatever outfielders really doing, they're standing around. You gotta sprint and shit, so there's chances of like pulling muscles and whatnot. But I don't think it's really anything that crazy. But yeah, so you got offense, defense, and special teams, guys. So let's just look at I just want to know how many players there are, so I could fucking split this up into teams. Now, let's see. Eric Hebron, 18-yard touchdown from Pat Mahomes. Jason Myers, it's my fucking guy. Let's go, JETS. Oh, he had fucking extra point, and 2 field goals, motherfucker. A 47-yarder, not bad. Wow, they only had fucking. The NFC had 101 passing yards and 47 rushing yards. 148 yards. AFC had 416. Yeah, so damn, so you have you had 4 quarterbacks, so you got 4 teams just on each side, right? You have 4 quarterbacks. 1, 2. I mean, they got a little bit more on the other side. Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Trubisky, Dak Prescott. I don't know if everyone shows up. Drew Brees. So let's see. There's a lot of fucking people, man. So let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So say you got 5 teams. And then just looking at this, you got a running back for each team. There's only 1 fullback though. So just throw fullbacks in with running backs. So you got like 6 backs. You got 2, 4, 6, 8. You got 2 receivers. You got 3. So you got 9 people who receive the ball. But then, alright, hold on, shit. Alright, this is a little bit more complex than I thought. I gotta go pen and paper right now. Where the fuck is some paper? Show me the paper. Oh wait, my notebook's right there. I'm an idiot. Alright, so you got in total you got 10 quarterbacks. At least that's what I think, right? Because they said you got Pat Mahomes, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Andrew Luck, Deshaun Watson. Obviously Tom Brady's not there, but we're just gonna take that with a grain of salt and just not even worry about it. And you got Drew Brees, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Trubisky, and Dak Prescott. So let's just say you got 10 quarterbacks, quarterback per team. You got 10 teams. And then you got so any type of backs. So you got James Conner, Melvin Gordon, Phillip Lindsay, Lamar Miller. So you got 4 running backs and 1 fullback. So you got 5 backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then so wide receivers. You got 2, 4, 6, and then tight ends. So you got 9 wide receivers / tight ends. And then your offensive line, you got 2, 3, so 4, 7, 9. You got 9 guys on the offensive lines. I guess you could put different guys per team for quarterbacks, but you still have the defense. So let's see if I can get this. Let's see if we can renovate Pro Bowl football. And then you got your defensive line. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So you got 9 guys like there. And you got your linebackers. You got 2, 4, 6 linebackers. And then your corners, safeties. So we're just going with secondary. You got 2, 4, 6, 8. Strong safety, Jamal Adams, motherfucker. That's right. Alright, so let's say we're trying to get 10 teams. So, I mean, I wouldn't see why you can't put wide receivers and tight ends and then the secondary so with the same shit. So, you got 17 dudes who can catch the ball and play a little bit of defense. It's fucking Pro Bowl. It's flag football. So you got 17 dudes. And then you got 5 running. You still only have 5 running backs. So you really, I mean, I guess you could kind of shoot that shit apart, but whatever. And then, I mean, you still have your punter, your place kicker, return. Oh yeah, you still have your return specialist. So return specialist, you got 1 dude, and then you got your special teams. What does that mean, special teams? Is that like does that specifically mean people who are like returning shit? I guess he's a kick returner, because that was Adrian Phillips for the Chargers. Yeah, and he looks like some dude who can he's a safety and linebacker. Yeah, so you can do the same shit. So you got 2 type of return specialists. So make that 19. So you got almost 20 guys. So you got 10 quarterbacks, 10 teams. Is that right? Shit, we might just make 5 teams and put 2 each. So let's say we got 5 teams. You could even do like a draft too. Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So you got 5 teams. So you got 2 QBs. You got 1 running back. Oh wait, I gotta times all this shit by 2. Not the quarterbacks, just the fucking. So you still have 5 teams. So your teams will consist of 2 QBs. You got what? 10 backs? 9 backs? So you got still. So 17, So 19 times 2. $38. Alright, so if you have 5 teams, you can have 2 QBs, 2 running backs, offensive, defensive linemen, shit. So you have 18 per division. Oh my god. Come on. I don't know what you're gonna do with the linemen, to be honest. Because you got 7 linemen per team, and you got 12 linebackers. Shit. So say you got 2.5 per team for linebackers. But then if you split that into 10 teams, oh wait, and then you have 38. So you got 40 dudes who can catch the ball. So then you have 8 wide receivers per team. But if you got 10 teams, you got 1 QB, you got 1 running back, you got 3.5 linemen, you have fucking 1.25 linebackers, you got 4 wide receivers. You played, so you got a quarterback. So let's say you got 3 guys up front. You got center and 2 guards, and you got your quarterback, and then you got your running back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're already at 5 guys. So then you can put, say you got a fucking tight ends, and you got a wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, QB, and you got your back, line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9v9. But how many? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, if you do 10 teams, you can average it out to about 11 people per team. So I guess you could put an entire line there, but why would you? I think a good 3v3 would be nice, and then you got subs. And fuck it, you could even throw some linebackers out on wide receiver or put them at tight end. You could do a bunch of trick plays. I think this is the way to go. I think 10 teams. I think a 10-team draft, you put everyone. Maybe if you still split it NFC, AFC, and then you have the quarterbacks, or you have your team captains draft their teams. I feel like quarterbacks should draft their teams, because then you got a quarterback per team. And you have the quarterbacks draft the teams. There you go. Thank you, NFL. I will take 50% of all profits, because that's how it's gonna go, right? You got 10 teams, QB for each team. You got a running back for each team. You got 9 here, 2 subs, So 9 in, 2 out. You could add an extra lineman and take out a wide receiver, but you could just do 9v9. Or you could still do 7v7 and have 7 in and 4 out. Bang. There you fucking go. Alright. As much as fun as this was, I gotta get down to doing like some real shit. But I'm pretty satisfied with myself. That was a pretty good job. Good job, Buff. Thanks, Buff. You're welcome.